first temperament test. Okay. This is Tilly. She is a female. She has a pink collar. I'm going to go get Bella and bring her out. That was the test. See if she goes to the wrong or G. Just set her outside here. You can hand her to me. Now just see if she comes to you.
Hi, will you sit in my lap? You just want to be in my lap.
Okay, so there's balls on the dresser over there.
What's next? What do we do next, huh, Tilly? Do we not do
Okay,
names?
so you pick her up and you touch her paws and her tail and her ears. And see how they react.
Are you liking that? You're super quiet. Are you putting your face next to
She's
mine?
the calmest puppy.
Face next to mine, huh? And then her.
After you do that, there's balls on the dresser over there.
Yeah?
See if she'll chase them.
Well, let's go check out the balls. Okay. Good. Good. Where'd you go?
Possibility that they're going to potty on the floor. There's paper towels and spray over there.
No. You don't like the ball, huh? Nope.
Okay, so now try to see if she'll throw over. That's a fabulous ball.
Now what's next?
Okay, see if you can get her to go over those obstacles. The plastic bag, the water thing, and the box.
Okay.
Hunter. Good talk to her.
Tilly. Tilly, come. What's next? Because she's not really, she doesn't really care about that.
Okay, the next one is cover your ears. Okay, the next one, give her a little cuddle.
Your heart's racing a little bit, huh? Yeah, was that scary to you?
What was that?
Yes.
So the next one is the umbrella on the dresser right there. You just need to pop it open and then put it on the floor.
Tilly.
Open it up and put it on the floor.
Open it up and put it on the floor?
See if she comes to it. See what it is.
If it works. Oh, there we go. I didn't know there was a button.
Yeah, do that thing to see if she's curious about it. She's having full this bad, Daddy. I don't understand. His legs full. Keep going. Like this, yeah, they want to make you. Maybe be a little louder.
You don't care about me.
Okay, so this is Gold Diamond Pup's assessment of Tilly's temperament test. There's a lot of really cool things we can go over with her. She is such a beautiful dog. I absolutely love her colors, and in her temperament test, the things that really stood out to me were her potential. I think that there is some great potential in her ability to be a well-trained dog, and there's just some things that obviously I would love to go over with you guys. First off, we have just started using an actual dog as part of our temperament test. We're still kind of working things out, and Bella, the dog that was in the temperament test, she isn't a stranger to her, so they've been around each other a handful of times, but she doesn't know her very well. She just recently was exposed to her. So I am kind of curious how much of her pack focus was skewed because of the fact that she has seen her before. However, exactly what we were wanting to know is she pack focus or is she human focus? A dog that's human focus is going to obviously go to the human first, and the the dog that has a pack drive is going to go to the dog first. And as you can tell with Tilly, she went to Bella right away. She just jumped all over her. And what I classify that as that she is very dog friendly, but she's assertive. And assertive doesn't necessarily mean a bad thing if it's properly done. It just means that she's very confident when it comes to dogs, and that's something that we want to be aware of. And so I would very much stress that she should be in a home with other dogs. Clearly she loves them, and it's going to make her be a happier dog to have another dog around. But I definitely would say that it needs to be a good chemistry between her and the other dog. And she should go to a home with somebody who knows how to train dogs, who's willing to put her through training, whether that's themselves or through classes, because she's a dog that could go one way or the other. You know, given the wrong situation, she could be a very disobedient dog with other dogs, and, you know, could end up pulling somebody down the street just to get to another dog because she loves them so much and she wants to be around them. And, you know, if the person doesn't know how to handle that, it can turn into aggression if it's not done properly. The next thing that I want to go over is her motivation level. She has low motivation level, and this is where I think that getting her involved in a training class where there is a professional who knows how to work around like the things that would be best for her. Like clearly she wasn't really driven by people or toys, so maybe there's a treat thing that could have been pulled out. We don't test for things like that, but having the right trainer to be able to find that would be really important. Because of the fact that she has high sound sensitivity, I would definitely not encourage her to be in a home with small children. I think that she would probably do well with kids. It's not that she herself wouldn't do well with kids, but she would likely be very stressed out to be in a home that has a lot of commotion, a lot of fast movement, a lot of things like that. And same thing with the dog. You know, I really do believe that she would be best in a home with another dog. But if it's a dog that is hyper and crazy and is also unpredictable in personality, she would probably be really stressed out with that type of dog as well. In her touch tolerance, I think that she could handle being around children in the sense that she does have a medium high or low high touch tolerant. I didn't see anything that made me think, oh, she doesn't like it, except for the fact that when it comes to children, I would love to see a dog that just loves to be touched. Like you could, you know, hold it and pull it by its leg, and it just was like, yes, thank you so much for just loving me. I didn't get that vibe off of her temperament test, and so therefore I think she would do better with someone who loves to be cuddly with her, who wants to touch her because she clearly does like it, but also understands the respect level of a dog, and will do that for her. Her nerve strength resilience wasn't crazy low, but it wasn't high either. I mean, I feel like she did a couple things that made me think that she was struggling to get over some of it. Just these little tiny cues. And again, that's just another thing that I think she's probably best in a home that either has older children or maybe a couple or an older person. And then I guess the rest of what I see with her is that she loves being around people. She wants to play with them. She's very friendly. She's very likable. I think that she could be a really good dog for somebody who is willing to put the work in. And I would highly, highly stress that it would be someone who understands that if they take her, they would have to have a commitment to her, to put her through training, to be consistent, and just have that respect for her enough to know that she has everything that it takes to be a great dog, but she also is teetering on the edge that, not given the wrong environment, she could turn into a dog with a lot of disrespect, and that's something that, obviously we would hate to see. So I don't think that I actually went over this, but the tenderhearted, because she's not very tenderhearted, that doesn't necessarily mean that she doesn't like people. It just means that she, doesn't have it in her to try to solve your problems. She needs somebody who can be a leader for her, and that's what we are looking for, is someone who will love her and lead her as a good pack leader. So there you go.